Welcome yogis and people who just want to move and use their breath. Today's practice will be using the breath to reconnect the mind and the body to help alleviate any anxiety we might be feeling. This morning I woke up in an anxious state. I had some thoughts racing through my mind about the future, about things that I was uncertain about, and of course that created a racing heart, heightened my blood levels, and just was not serving me in any way, shape or form. So today we're going to use our breath to take our mind away from our thought, reconnect it with the body, and just tap into that parasympathetic nervous system. So I hope today's practice helps you calm the mind, bring the body into the rest and digest state. Let's meet on the mat. Let's begin with a pranayama to calm the nervous system. So we'll activate the parasympathetic nervous system using Ujjayi breath. So that's the breath that we kind of constrict the back of the throat to make an ocean-like sound. So as we inhale and exhale through the nose, we're making this constriction with the throat, and it kind of sounds a little bit like this. Now, when we start to make this noise, we don't want it to be so loud that our neighbour next to us on their mat can hear us. It's an internal sound. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes. So as we close down our eyes, sitting up nice and tall, lifting up through the crown, gently draw the jawline back just a little bit. And just begin with equal inhales to equal exhales. You can start with a count of 3 for the inhale and a count of 3 for the exhale. And as you become a little more confident with the 3 count, we can move that to a 5. And if you want to go a little further, perhaps you want to do a 3 count inhale and a 4 count exhale. So as we inhale, using the Ujjayi breath, exhale for a count of 3. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Continue this breathing pattern for the next minute or so, and I'll let you know when it's time to return. Three more full rounds of breath. And allow the breath to return to its natural rhythm. Eyes can remain closed. And we're just observing the body. Notice what comes up for you in the body. Where does the tension arise? Where does any of the anxiety settle? Use the practice to take the breath to that target area. Gently open the eyes. Roll over to all fours and draw the hips to the heels. We'll come into Balasana. Bring the arms beside the body and bring the forehead to the mat. And we're just retaining the breath in the seat. Remembering this practice is about calming the nervous system. So we're taking things nice and slow and coming back to the present moment.
Inhale, notice as the lower abdominals expand. Retain the breath in the lower abdominals. Exhale, the lower abdominals draw toward the spine and there's a slight pelvic contraction. Feel free to maintain the Ujjayi breath here. On the next inhale, send the arms to the top of the mat. Rise up to all fours. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We'll do a few cat-cows here. So inhale, lower the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, lift the upper spine, arch through, draw the chin toward the chest. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the chest, lift the tail. Exhale, round the spine, coming into cow. Just go through this movement 4 more times at your own pace and just really use this moment to feel into the body. So take the breath to the body and allow the body to move in and out of the postures in a way that really creates a sense of connection. Exhale. Inhale, returning to neutral. Tuck the toes, sweep the tail to the sky, downward facing dog. Fingertips are spread nice and wide. Internally rotate those elbows toward each other. Broadening through the collarbone, drawing the chest toward the thighs. Micro bend in the knees and draw the heels toward the mat. Take again the moment here to allow the breath to bring you back to the body, and just make any movements throughout your downward facing dog that feel right for you. So I like to move my hips from side to side to really feel into both side bodies. Maybe you're bending one knee at a time, breathing into the calf muscles and the hamstrings. And again, bringing it back to the Ujjayi breath. Inhale, gazes to the top of the mat. Just gently walk the feet between the hands. Inhale, find a nice flat back. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, Uttanasana. Nice and slow. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up over the head, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Lower the hands. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. We'll move through our practice with purpose and intention, connecting the breath to the body. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, Uttanasana. Forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, find a flat back. Exhale, frame the front feet, step back into plank, whole body activation. Option here to lower down knees, chest, chin, or draw the elbows to the side body, lower down, chaturanga. Come to the tops of the feet, push with the palms, upward facing dog. Thighs are away from the mat. Exhale, tuck the toes, sweep the tail to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale, draw the knee to the chest, step the foot between the hand, lower the back knee. Inhale, sweep the arms forward, frame the face, come into low lunge. Beautiful. Take an inhale, find length through the spine. Exhale, navel draws to spine. Inhale, find length. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take another inhale, find length. Exhale, rotate the torso to the right. Pop the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Press into the palms. So we're opening up through the chest, lifting the right shoulder toward the sky, gaze is toward the sky. Use the breath to connect to the body. Inhale, frame the front foot. Exhale, extend the front leg, draw the hips to the heels, flex the front foot. Coming into runner's lunge, Ardha Hanumanasana. So inhale, find length through the spine. Exhale, hinge at the hips, find your deeper fold. Draw that right hip back. Gently bring the left hip forward. As we inhale, we find length. As we exhale, we create space. Inhale, bend into the front knee. Step forward, hands to shins, find a flat back. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, slowly sweep the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Lower the hands. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Nice and slow, connecting the breath to the body. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, bring the hands to the shins. Find a nice long back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, frame the front feet. Step back into plank. Whole body activation. Draw the elbows to the side body. Lower down, Chaturanga. Come to the tops of the feet. Push through the palms, upward facing dog. Draw the shoulder blades down the back, away from the ears. Exhale, tuck the toes. Sweep the tail to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale, knee to the chest, step the foot between the hands, lower that back knee. Inhale, sweep the arms forward, rise into low lunge. Take an exhale, navel draws to spine. Inhale, find more length. Exhale, finding strength in the core. Take another inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Rotate the torso to the left. Hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Press into the palms to open up through the chest. Lift the left shoulder to the sky. Gazes to the sky as well. Come back to that Ujjayi breath to reconnect the mind with the body. As we inhale, we're creating space. So we're drawing the navel away from the thighs. And as we exhale, we'll notice as the body softens. Exhale, frame the front foot. Extend that front leg, draw the hips back to the heels, flex the front foot. Inhale, find length through the spine. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Deepen into the forward fold. Draw the left hip back, the right hip forward. Ardha Hanumanasana. So we're doing half splits. As we maybe come back to that Ujjayi breath, we remember that we're using our asana practice to reconnect our mind to the body with the breath. And in doing so, it takes us away from our thoughts, helping us to deactivate that fight or flight mode, that sympathetic nervous system, and really trigger that parasympathetic nervous system. One more breath, inhale, find nice length. Exhale, hinge a little deeper into the fold. bend into the front knee. Step the back foot to meet the front. Hands to shins, Ardha Uttanasana, find a nice flat back. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Lower the hands, inhale, sweep the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to shins, find a flat back. Exhale, bend into the knees, lower the buttocks to the mat, knees pointing to the sky. Inhale, sweep the arms out in front. Nice long spine, engage the core as we lower down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Come to seated upright. Extend the legs out long. Inhale, find length through the spine. Exhale, hinge at the hips. We're flexing the feet and the toes. And we're just coming into Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. We want to maintain a nice long spine. So when you start to round, that's where you need to stop, come back out. You might be up here if you're in a slightly tighter body. If you're in a little more open body, maybe you're a little further closer to the thighs. So as we inhale, find the length through the spine. Exhale, hinge at the hips. We're using Paschimottanasana to really go inward. Maybe you close down the eyes while we're here. This posture allows us to really tap into that parasympathetic nervous system. So we're calming the mind, we're calming the body after the slight build-up of heat from our sun salutation. And use the breath to come back to the present moment. Inhale, lift the torso. Lower the back to the mat. Draw the right knee toward the chest. Extend the right arm out to the side and draw the right leg across the body using the left hand. Gaze can be over to the right. Supta Matsyendrasana, nice spinal twist here. This is a really relaxing pose. Allows you to feel into those pockets of tension throughout the hips and the glutes. And use the breath to really connect to the body here, particularly with the exhale. As we soften with the exhale, we notice as we can deepen into the twist. We feel a little bit of release. Gently unravel from the twist, come back to center. Draw the left knee to the chest. Extend the left arm out to the side. Draw that knee across the body using the right hand. Gaze can come over to the left. Maybe you've closed down the eyes. Your attention's drawn to the areas in the body that feel nourished by this posture. Maybe when you come into this posture, you feel areas that have needed attention and now being held, now being recognized. Inhale, Create space with the breath. Exhale. Allow the body to soften. Deepen into the twist. Gently unravel from the twist. Come back to center. Extend the legs out long. Allow the feet to fall to the sides of the mat. Draw the arms away, slightly away from the body. Palms can be facing down. This gives us a moment to reground and connect with the earth. Gently tuck the shoulder blades underneath the chest. Draw the chin away from the chest to encourage the natural curve of the spine. Let go of any tension in the jaw. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. And allow the brow to relax and release. Take a moment to scan through the body using the breath. Give yourself permission to relax, release, and let go. As we come into Shavasana, take this moment to really explore the breath and its connection with the body. If you find your mind wandering off, bring it back to the breath. Bring your awareness back to the breath. Witness the peaceful inflow, the gentle outflow, likened to the ocean's tide. If you wish to stay in Shavasana for a while longer, I encourage you to pause the video here. If you need to get about your day, begin to find some movement in the fingers and the toes. Gently rock the head and neck from side to side. Notice how that feels on the back of the neck, on the back of the head. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms over the head and stretch from the fingertips down through the toes, elongating through the spine. Bend the knees, roll to your most comfortable side, and observe. Press into your free hand. Come to find a comfortable seat.
Eyes can remain closed. Just take a moment to recognize how the body feels. Were there any areas of tension that now feel a little more relaxed? Perhaps the heart is beating at a slower rate. Maybe notice the mind is calmer. The thoughts have slowed down. Take an inhale, sweep the arms overhead, draw the energy in from your practice. Exhale, hands come together, bring them to heart center. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. In honor of all that you are. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for your practice today, and thank yourself for coming to the mat. When we're suffering from a little bit of anxiety, sometimes it can be difficult to move ourselves out of the mind and actually get ourselves into some form of movement or breathing technique, when really that's the best thing for us. So well done if you've made it to the mat despite those conditions. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the little bell so you don't miss any of our practices. And I really look forward to practicing with you again in the future. Keep making magic in this world from your space at your own pace. Namaste.